Good morning, everyone. I am Reverend Koji Jeff Ezaki, the resident minister of the Haleiwa Jodo Mission Buddhist Temple. Today is August 2nd, 2020, and we are observing August family service via YouTube. So how's everybody doing? In June, the reported cases of COVID-19 were very low. However, in mid-July, the number of cases spiked in Hawaii. With this in mind, the board of Haleiwa Jodo Mission Buddhist Temple has decided to continue on with the video service this month. We want you to stay safe at home as much as you can. Also, many people have shown their appreciation on past video services I conducted. This has been a good chance to meet on the web with people who have not been able to come join the services at the Haleiwa Jodo Mission Buddhist Temple. I'm glad more people have a chance to know what Ezaki Sensei is doing during the services and at the activities. I posted the virtual Obon service on my YouTube channel, so please enjoy these videos. Let us continue social distancing and putting on face masks to keep away from the virus. Haleiwa Jodo Mission Buddhist Temple wishes your well-being and happiness. Please come and join our service in person at the Haleiwa Jodo Mission Buddhist Temple after this pandemic ends. Okay, let's get started with the service. Let's start from the reading the invocation. Amida Buddha, the awakened one, the compassionate one, we ask for your guidance on this happy day. Lead us from the numbness of routine and from all bitterness of heart to a peaceful place of compassion and wisdom. Grant us the strength and abiding consciousness to walk together harmoniously in our temple and our community. Help us to always remember that life is one, therefore that all living things coexist and are interconnected, and that your infinite light of compassion shines upon the hearts of everyone. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu. Tsukikage. Buddha teaches us that we may become pure and holy by following the rules he laid down for us. Let us repeat them and also remember at all times what they mean. First, right understanding. Let us learn and try to understand the truth. Second, right purpose. Let us try always to do what is right. Third, right speech. Let us be truthful and kind in all we say. Fourth, right conduct. Let us try to behave ourselves at all times. Fifth, right livelihood. Let us earn our living in a way which will not harm anyone. Sixth, right endeavor. Let us constantly try to become better. Seventh, right thought. Let us cherish our thoughts because our words and our actions arise from our thoughts. Eighth, right meditation. Let us think often of Amida Buddha and repeat the sacred name, Namu Amida Butsu. May the sacred presence of Amida, who said he would by his teaching be our guide. May we follow his glorious example and tread with unfaltering steps this noble path until we too shall attain enlightenment. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu. I am a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that what I do now depends my happiness or misery. May every link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love become bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namu Amida Butsu. To the Buddha who promised to be present in his teaching, we pledge our loyalty and devotion. We dedicate our thoughts, words, and deeds to his service and the way of life he laid down for us. We resolve to follow his example and to have reverence for our religion, respect for our parents and teachers, and love for all forms of life. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu.
光明返上実法世界念仏主上摂取者ナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブ願にし功徳平等性一切同発菩提心往生安楽国 ナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダ仏ナムアミダブ。
Again, good morning everyone. Thank you for watching the family service video for August. My video services in May, June, July, and the Obon service have been posted on my YouTube channel. If you didn't watch these services yet, please enjoy them. During this pandemic, the Hawaii Food Bank have supported low-income families, homeless people, and people who lost their jobs by distributing food. In Haleiwa, the North Shore News holds the North Shore Food Bank at Kayaka Bay Park on certain Wednesdays. On behalf of Haleiwa Jodo Mission Buddhist Temple, Jenin Blegier, Kaori Muto, and myself often participate in these distributions as volunteers. About 200 to 250 pre-packed boxes and bags of vegetables, fruits, breads, snacks, drinks, and canned items are distributed. About 200 cars are lined up in the Kayaka Bay Park. Distribution starts around 12 noon and ends around 2 p.m. under the intense hot sun. I helped on June 3rd, 17, July 1st, 15, and 29th so far. I usually go to the park around 10:30 a.m. and come back to my house around 1 to 3:30 p.m. depending on the day. I don't know what kinds of foods will be donated or bought for the particular week's budget each time before I go. Only when I go to the park, I then know what items are delivered by the trucks. Sometimes boxes of bananas, sometimes boxes of pineapples, sometimes huge boxes of breads. One day, Ted's Bakery donated and brought hundreds of their pies. When milk by the gallon are delivered, I know it will be a very tough day. 2 1-gallon containers are packaged in one box, which are then piled up on the crates. The stacked milk on the crates are taken out from the refrigerator truck, then moved to a shaded area. The volunteers carry and pass 2 gallons at a time. 2 gallons are super heavy. When I return home, I'm very exhausted. The next day, I sometimes cannot get up and end up with a sore back or have muscle pains on both my arms. Also, my neck is sore with sunburn from the strong sun. I'm always very tired after volunteering from the food bank, but yet, I cannot wait for the next distribution. The reason I'm willing to help the food bank, even though volunteering can be very tough, is because when I do volunteer and be kind to others, my mind becomes filled with pleasure and I feel very warm. Scientists say feelings of pleasure is generated by powerful hormones in our brain. It is said that dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins are the culprits responsible for our happiness. Have you ever heard of this? Of these 4, oxytocin gives us the heartwarming happiness in our mind. When we are kind to others, we feel warmth in our mind, right? That feeling is made from oxytocin. Oxytocin gives us these feelings when we are kind to others. Pleasure is generated by this hormone when it comes in our mind for a long period. On the other hand, dopamine is released when we obtain something we want. When you buy a new car, new accessories or bags or clothes, a new iPhone, and so on, you feel happiness, right? But this kind of happiness does not last long. When you hear your friend bought an expensive car, you feel envy for him and want to buy another car. Even after buying the latest version of the digital camera, you want to buy another one when the next new model comes out. For example, when GoPro 7 came out and you excitedly buy it, but as soon as GoPro 8 is released, you no longer become interested in old one and want to buy the new one. Because pleasure caused by dopamine cannot last long. We feel like buying the next better one, the next one, and the next. I would say pleasure generated by oxytocin is when we give something, and pleasure generated by dopamine is when we receive something. Shakyamuni, the founder of Buddhism, taught 7 practices of offerings. He said there are 7 different offerings we'll be able to make to others with minimal or no cost. Number 1, offering through your eyes. The expression on your face depends on your eyes. You have to have gentle eyes all the time. Number 2, offering through your face. Deal with others with a broad smile. You have to have smiling face all the time. Number 3, offering through words. Using gentle words. Bad mouthing often hurt others. Will make everyone feel good with good words, gentle words. Number 4, offering through your action. Good behavior. To be a good model for others, for your brothers, sisters, children, and for grandchildren, for everybody. Good behavior makes others feel good. Number 5, offering through your heart. To be kind to others with a warm heart and a pure mind. Even though you are good to others, but if your heart is weak, your kindness is not appreciated. Number 6, offering with helping hands. Help someone in need. For example, chores for your parents or do volunteer. You can offer your time by helping others. And number 7, offering with warm welcome. This is very easy to do. We welcome other people who come to the church or your house. It's hard to practice now under the current pandemic, but I'm sure everybody practices this offering when your family, relatives, friends, and neighbors gather, right? So these are 7 practices of offerings that Shakyamuni taught us to get enlightened. These kinds of offerings are very easy to do because it takes very little effort, time, or money. We can do it anytime. These offerings release oxytocin in our mind because they are all sharing and giving kinds of offerings. So Shakyamuni is not a scientist, but somehow he knew that giving generates warm feelings in our mind. There's a nice short movie on YouTube about kindness. Type in Life Best Insight and find the movie clip after this service. It is about a person who received kindness, then does kind to others. The other person who received kindness shares his kindness to another. Small kindness goes around, and finally the kindness returns back to the same first person who did kind to others. It is a very touching movie. This movie shows that a little kindness makes everybody feel warm. When I watched this video, I remember the storybook I read about a Japanese traveler that visited India. During his trip in India, he lost his way in a town. He asked a person who was walking on the street directions to get to his destination. The Indian guy walked together with him and kindly took this Japanese traveler to where he wanted to go. The Japanese traveler was very appreciative for the kindness and wanted to give few tokens as appreciation. He took some money from his purse and stretched his arm toward the Indian guy. But the Indian guy just said, no. Because the guy refused, the Japanese traveler thought it was not enough. So he took more money out and tried to give it to the Indian guy. Then the guy said, I don't need money. You said thank you to me. The word of appreciation is enough. If you are glad of my kindness, next you should be kind to others. Then disappeared in a crowd. I think this is true kindness. Do not expect a reward. Kindness should make the next kindness. The movie Life Best Inside I introduced to you, kindness goes around, really shows the essence of kindness that we must practice daily. As announced on a monthly bulletin, Haleiwa Jodo Mission Buddhist Temple Sunday School has held garage sales since 2016. Very thankful. There are many donations coming to the temple. Some donate truck loads full. Some come and drop off items several times a day. And some donate their household items before the sale of their house. Once I heard a member talking about our sale to his friends, siblings, and aunties and ended collecting items donated from them. Many people agree with our activity and support us. Why? Why people want to donate the items? Because releasing and sharing your belongings make you happy and give you joy. This feeling is caused by the oxytocin in our mind. Shakyamuni says, this costless effort, spontaneous volunteer, and heartfelt small kindness from your mind leads you to enlightenment. Even during this pandemic time, we can help others who need support. Your small offering helps and saves others. So please continue to support Haleiwa Jodo Mission Buddhist Temple's activities and get enlightened. Haleiwa Jodo Mission Buddhist Temple will continue to help you and the community. Thank you very much. This is my message today. In conclusion, let us all put our hands together in Gassho and recite Amida Buddha's sacred name, Namu Amida Butsu 10 times.
如来大慈悲愛民5年同生10年ナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブツナムアミダブ
Thank you. Amida Buddha surrounds all men in all forms of life with infinite love and compassion. Particularly does he send forth loving thoughts to those in suffering and sorrow, to those in doubt and ignorance, to those who are striving to attain truth, and to those whose feet are standing close to the great change called death. Amida Buddha sends forth oceans of wisdom, mercy, and love. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu. This concludes the August family service. So thank you for watching. Stay safe. Mahalo.